conditioning hooked up over here. Changed a lot, you know. Remember we were here on ASA and a big election we won? 600 new members right here in Atlanta. That's a victory.
Amen.
And we came close on Coke, 400 people. Didn't get it done, but you know what? Coke will lie to them. We're going to get them eventually. I'll be back when we organize Coca-Cola right here.
All right. Yes, sir.
Great to be here. Great to see everybody here. It's a great crowd. And, you know, this starts our southern tour. From here, we go to Memphis, from Memphis to Nashville, and we're going to end up in Little Rock. So we've got a great tour here, but great to see everybody. And we've been campaigning all over this country. And everywhere we go, we're talking about what we're doing. Talking about our record, talking about the victories we've had. We're very proud of what we've done. You know, at other times, we're going through the worst economy, and I know it's nothing to you. You know this is the worst economy. You know about people that are laid off. You know how hard it is out there. We got 20 million Americans that don't have jobs right now. So we're in a battle right now. And I'm proud to say through all of that, we've continued to organize, and we have 1.4 million members today, just like we did 5 years ago. We're going to continue to organize and continue to do it. That's how we get people in this union. That's how we got ASA. That's how we got UPS Freight. That's how we're getting new people over at UPS all the time. We're out organizing everywhere. First student right now here. We got Ken Wood here. From his joint council in Florida. I've made 3 trips down there. We've organized thousands of public employees, thousands of first students, and the biggest thing we're working on right now is 20,000 prison guards. They are going to be Teamsters. It'll be the biggest victory.
All right.
And
yes, sir.
Ken Wood, he's fighting every day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Got to organize, man. There's a war on workers going on. Maybe you guys didn't hear about it. It's a war on workers. It's the Tea Party. It's everybody else. You hear it, you turn on the news, what do you see? Tea Party people. They want to do this, they want to do that. And they're giving us a hell of a hard time. I'm very proud to say the Teamsters Union is leading that fight. We're leading the battle in Michigan and Wisconsin and Ohio and Indiana, and we're the ones that are keep on fighting. And I've been to every one of those places, and I've talked to our people. Let's talk about Ohio. They got something called SB 5. that took away collective bargaining rights for our collective, our people out there who are public employees. You know, we needed 300,000 to get that on the ballot, to get rid of that, to basically knock it out, veto it, let the people vote. The Teamsters got together with other unions. We got 1.3 million.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
To beat that bill, and we're going to give public employees the right to have collective bargaining.
Yes, sir.
That's what this is about. It's about leadership. It's about fighting every day. This ain't easy, because we're fighting people that have, we've got money, but we got nothing compared to what the big business has, to what the Koch brothers have, to what all those other people, Chamber of Commerce, they got hundreds of millions of dollars. They spent $30 million on the state representative campaign in Wisconsin. Can you believe that? Yeah. They have unlimited money, but you know what we have? We got the people. You know, they got the money, we got the votes. And what we got to do is start thinking like union people. Start thinking like a working class. Like we have a working party in this country. Because right now, this war on the workers is the worst thing that's ever happened to us. No one's ever seen anything like that. And you know how it happened? Remember we put Barack Obama in there? We were the first union to back Barack Obama. We did it, and we got to get him elected again.
Yeah,
you want to know why?
Yes, sir.
He ain't perfect, but he's our president.
Yes, sir.
And he don't choke on the word union.
Yes, sir.
That's what I like.
That's what I like.
He's our guy. And we got to keep fighting for him. But right now, there's people trying to bring him down just the way they want to bring the Teamsters down. They want to get rid of everything that we fought for after all these years. You know, I got a story that goes on like this. In 2008, all of us worked hard here. And we put Barack Obama in the White House. And we had a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate. And we thought we had done something great, and we had done something great. We made history. In 2010, what happened? Disaster happened. You know why? We didn't vote. And we lost 6 governors and 700 progressive legislators in places like the State House in Michigan, or the State House in Wisconsin or Ohio, where they control both houses and they got some right-wing governor. And that's what we're seeing, this war on workers. And they're out there trying to take away collective bargaining agreements. And the message is, we can't fall asleep anymore. We can't have that happen again. If there's all of us, how did we not vote? In Michigan, 400,000 people that voted in 08 didn't vote in 10. And the same thing in Indiana, and the same thing in Wisconsin, and the same thing in Ohio. We fell asleep at the switch. And the bad people moved in right away and they started taking away everything we fought for. And that's a message everybody's got to know here. The war on the workers is about voting. And a lot of people say, oh, I want to vote for Obama. But when it comes down to vote for a state rep, oh, I'm too busy. That's not important. And now we realize how important, a house is, a state house is, or a state senate. Because once they get everything together like they did in Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Ohio, kitty bar the door. Take away collective bargaining rights. Get rid of unemployment. All the things we believe in, they want to take away. So the message to you is we got to start thinking right and make sure you vote and vote, vote, vote. And to make sure you're registered to vote. And there is no vote too small. If you see a vote, make sure you go to the polls for a state rep or whatever, or congressman or whatever it is. Because our people fell asleep, and now we're having the problem right now. And we're going to come back. But you know what? We got to do it. We got to do it together. And that's what this is all about. There's a lot of battles going on right now. I always talk about other things that are going on. And the other thing that's going on right now in Washington is Mexican trucks. You heard about the Mexican trucks? They're coming back. This is the zombie bill. I call it the zombie bill because I've killed this zombie 14 times in the last 14 years. And by God, it came back again. I can't believe it. They're back. Well, guess what? The Teamsters Union did it this far. We're going to go down there, and we're going to make, Tyson and I are going to go demonstrate at the border. We'll keep that border closed, keep American truck drivers driving those trucks.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. All right.
I'm very proud of what Ken Hall had to say here. He's our UPS guy, and he's going to go out and kick some ass tomorrow. It's going to be some fun tomorrow. Wish I could go with him. He's going to be right out there, and somebody was saying, he said, well, with Ken Hall being the Secretary of Treasury, he's going to be awful busy. He might not have time. That guy said, well, who's going to negotiate our next UPS contract? It's going to be Ken Hall right here. Ken's the only guy who can ever negotiate that contract. And whatever billions of dollars we got, we're going to do it and double it up again. He's got a great saying, and the saying we all have in the Teamsters Union. We love when UPS announces the billions of dollars they make. Because the more they make, the more we take. That's what this is about. That's what the union's about. We need that money. And but we got to talk about our election. But it's great to be here with Ken Hall and Ken Wood and Tyson and everybody else. But we got to start talking about our election, just the way I talk about what happened, when out there with the Tea Party people. And you guys heard about the Tea Party. I got in trouble. You hear about that? Yeah, I got in trouble, yeah. Yeah, I got in trouble. I got on. I was up there with the President of the United States on Labor Day, and we're out there marching, and it's great. And I've got big banners, and they let me speak, and all these people, as far as I could see, the President's pulling his limo up and back, and I'm going like, oh, man, I got up there, and I got so mad about what's going on, the way they're pushing us around, the way they're pushing us, taking away our unemployment, trying to take away this and that. And I said, you know what? We got to get together. We are a mighty army. It's time for us to go after those Tea Party son of a bitches.
Amen.
You know what? I did it. You know what happened? Next day I go on national television. And they said, did you really say that? I said, well, television says that. Look at the video. And they said, well, do you want to retract it? I said, hell no.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I never retract what I say about those people because they want to hurt the Teamsters Union. You hurt the Teamsters Union, that's what you are. You hurt working people, that's what you are. You send jobs out of this country, that's what you are. Don't you do that. Because we got to start standing up for us. I was on another program and they started talking about how they're sending jobs out of the country. And I know about a lot of places in Iowa and Michigan, I guarantee, in Atlanta, Georgia in the South. You all know of 100 companies that moved to Mexico or moved to China. And I said, anybody that does that, a General Electric, a Caterpillar, a Pfizer, these big billion-dollar corporations, they do that, they are unpatriotic and they are un-American.
Amen.
They're un-American.
That's right.
And
Yes, sir.
everybody here, who are they if they're a job overseas?
That's it. Yes, sir.
And the same thing me and they said, "You don't really mean that, do you?" I said, "Damn right I do."
Yes, sir.
You kidding me? And everybody in this room believes that way. We think alike. We all think the same way. You put us in a room, separate room, we'd all come up with the same answers. Because it's elementary. We know what's going on. And we know what the right answers are. And when we got to get that right answers to Washington and our capitals everywhere else, we got to start speaking out the way we've been doing. Now we come to our election. You know, Ken did a great job of talking about these people that are running against us. I won't go into all that, but I will talk about our turnout. Now, the same problem we had with the Tea Party getting in, you know how they got in? Because no one voted. We stayed home, and they got together and voted. So we got to make sure that doesn't happen again. I'm going to tell you this. On October 6th, the ballots are being mailed out from Iowa, middle of the country, mail them out. And they're going to mail these ballots out. You're going to get your ballot the 7th or the 8th. You got to get it in by November 14th. What I'm trying to tell you is you got to vote. I'm going to tell you a story about the '06 election. We campaigned, did everywhere. We went here, we went there. We had the magazine. We even had Bill Clinton call everybody on the robocall and say, "Be sure to vote." He did all that, and this time we're going to have Danny DeVito call everybody. He'll call you. And we're going to do all that. But the problem is, last time in 2006, we mailed out 1.4 million ballots. Now, you would think with all the excitement, all the people here, my God, everybody's going to vote. It'll be huge, 90% going to vote. Well, I'm there at the count, and ballots are coming in, and I said, "This can't be." Only 20% of the people voted. Think of that now. My math tells me that 20% of 1,000,004 is about 280,000 people, which means over 1 million ballots never came back. And we put stamps on it. We gave an envelope. How hard can it be? It wouldn't take half a second to mark it, put it back in the envelope, mail it back. I got to tell you about one guy. I'll tell you, this is a true story. One of our members took the ballot we sent them and put a grievance in it and mailed the grievance back. I swear to God, that happened in our election. What the hell is this guy doing? Those things happen. I'll tell you, I'm going. I said, "What the hell is this person doing?" Crazy. Things happen. But we got to get our act together. Yeah. This is our union. We're so proud of our union. We're the biggest, most democratic union in the world. We elect our delegates to our conventions. We don't elect conventions. We don't go to Las Vegas and have people elect us. We want you to elect us. This is your union. I tell people, everybody else, this election's not about me. It's about you. It's about the kind of leadership you're going to have. I see some kids here. I see some young people here. This is about the kind of union you're going to have. It's your union. It's not my union. It's not Ken Wood's union. It belongs to you. And you got to vote. You should have what you want. And we're giving you that chance. But when you only have 20% vote, it ain't good. And it's a bad thing. What do you think UPS thinks about that? What do you think about these freight companies think about? They watch everything we do. And we got to send them a message. We care about our union. We love our union. And we're here today and we're devoted to it. If we got to go out and vote, we got to go make sure we have more than 20% vote. We should have 50, 60%, like a national election. And I'm counting on everybody here, and I know you all raised your hand, and according to that, we're going to have 100% vote. I think we're doing pretty good. But don't seem to work that way. But I ask everybody here to go get 20 people. And if you go get 20 people where you work, and you say, "I got my ballot and I voted," then maybe we'll get this thing going, and maybe the union will get going and we'll have an election that means something. That's what I'm asking you to do. Let out and vote, and let's make sure we get this union going strong again. We can do it. We're running on our record, and I'm proud of it. We've organized over 150,000 people in the last 3 years. We're organizing like crazy everywhere you go. We're getting all the clerical people at UPS Freight. That's new. I'm so proud. I've been campaigning. I go out to YRC, ABF. I talk to the members. I look them in the eye. And they say, "Keep up the good work." I'm proud of what I'm doing. And I'm proud to be president of this Teamsters union. But you know what? It's all in your hands. Can you guys get out and vote?
Yeah!
Let's go do it. Thank you very much.
All right.